What's up, Houston? Welcome to Who Do You Know, the show that brings you the who's who of Houston. Today, I mean, where do I even begin? Professional golfer, model, actress, philanthropist, mom, TV show host. You have your own web series. My guest, Lisa Marie. Thank you for being here today, Lisa.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. So, where do we even begin? I mean, like, let's start with professional golf, right? When did this develop passion for you? Because, I mean, you've been playing your whole life.
Yeah, I've been playing since I was 12 years old, so I've been playing for a really long time, and I played competitively. But it wasn't actually until an adult that I picked the game back up. I went through a divorce, and I'm a single mom now, so my son was going to his dad's on the weekends, and I kind of just needed a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't really thinking about getting back into golf. Golf actually kind of found me. An old teammate of mine reached out to me, and he was also going through something similar and going through a divorce. I was like, hey, let's go out to the range, let's get back out there, and you know, it's been a while. So I went to my storage unit and I dusted off my old clubs that I had for like forever, and we went out to the range, and I got hooked again. And
it's like you never missed a day, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was pretty rusty, so it was pretty bad. But that became like my vice.
Yeah.
And it really helped me during a really tough time. So that was kind of my therapy, and I was out there every single chance I could get. I was practicing and practicing, and so I wanted to go pro, and so I started to train for that. I didn't get on any pro tours or anything because then the TV show came up.
Okay.
And the way that I got that is I actually started putting my kind of my journey of what I was doing with golf on Instagram.
Okay.
And some pictures went viral of me.
Oh.
So my Instagram kind of blew up, and then some producers noticed me, and that's how I got offered the show. And the show is called Tee Up with Lisa Marie.
Yeah.
We no longer filmed. That was 2 years ago before Harvey. So we got a couple episodes in. Harvey hit, so we decided to take a break from that. So we're not currently producing any more shows, but it is still on demand. It's on the new Demont TV network, and you can download it on Amazon Fire Stick and Roku.
Check that out, guys.
Yeah, still have some shows on demand, but now I do a web series that's called Golf Curious, and it's for anyone who is curious about getting into golf. It's for beginners, and they're just 1-minute tips. So it's not something that you have to watch forever, and it's not
it's really
boring.
smart to do it that way, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to do. We try to keep it light and airy and fun just to watch. Because I know sometimes when people associate golf with something that's a little boring, or, oh, I watch golf to, put me to sleep or something. So we try to make it lighthearted and fun.
But when you're playing golf, it's not necessarily the same as if you're watching it. I mean, if you play golf, then you love watching it, right? It's a passion. But for somebody who goes out there and it's actually on the green and playing golf, then it's a completely different experience than actually watching it, whether you like it or not.
Yep.
There's a lot of skill behind that and a lot of technique and stuff that you need to learn.
Yeah.
So what are some of the biggest things that people ask you that when they first start golf out, from your little videos that you have, or just in general, what they ask you, like, how do I get into golf? What do I need to do? Like, what would you say would be like the first big thing you need to do?
That's a great question, because actually what we talk about on the web series is we talk about basically the etiquette. We talk about anything that you need to know except how to swing a club. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there teaching you how to swing clubs, and you can go to a head professional at any country club and learn that. But what we teach is how you can actually get into it. And the first thing that we recommend doing is getting lessons.
Yeah.
Getting lessons and getting accommodated to the etiquette and what country clubs are, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable at country clubs, what to wear. A lot of times that's a big question for people, like, what do I wear?
What's the biggest no-no when it comes to attire?
I have some pet peeves.
Okay, let's hear a few of them. I have my pet peeves, by the way.
Oh, should you go first?
No, go ahead.
My pet peeve is definitely when I see denim shorts.
Ooh, jorts.
Yeah, I know. Who still wears those?
Leave them in the 90s, guys.
Yeah, or cargo shorts.
Oh, God.
For
Leave
the guys.
those in the millennium, the early millennium.
But I think my biggest pet peeve is some of the fashion for women. They just want to go out there and look cute, so they have like the knee-high socks on with the tennis shoes. And I'm like, no golfer wears that. You look cute, but you don't look like a real golfer.
That's hilarious.
Or just like the skimpiest outfits that they can find, like the shortest skirts. And
maybe they're not there to play the golf, you know?
I don't think they are.
Oh, we'll leave it at that. So when you were getting back into it, what was harder? When you first started when you were 12 years old, getting into golf for the first time, or when you reapproached it again later on in your life? Which one was more difficult for you?
Later on in life as an adult.
Yeah.
The reason for that is a lot of times the reason people don't get into golf is because it is expensive. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Clubs are expensive. You know, just even a round of golf sometimes isn't any less than $100. And I was a single mom for the first time, so, you know, it's not like I was rolling in the dough.
You can't just like jump right into it.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Luckily for me, I got sponsored pretty quickly because I shared my journey on Instagram, and so I got noticed. And so there were some companies and some sponsors that saw me, and they really liked what they saw and what I was doing. So I was able to get free clothes and play for free. So that definitely helped me.
So you weren't wearing those skimpy outfits and those knee-high socks, right?
No. And Joe Fit, they're a great golf attire for women, and they sent me a lot of free stuff. So thankful for them. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have had anything to wear.
Yeah.
And people would have been making fun of me.
I don't think so. Okay, so the TV show, that came in, and you know, Harvey put a little dent in that, but you've transitioned recently into modeling and acting.
Yes.
So how does that translate, and how does that, you know, how do you feel about doing that now?
Yeah, you know what, that's a great question. I don't really know how it translated into that. It just kind of did. I have a really good friend, or actually what I could probably say is I met a lot of great people doing the TV show, and one of the guys that helped me film and produce lives in Dallas, and I met him doing the show, and he met one of my really good friends that books music artists. So they kind of teamed up, and they started doing music videos.
Oh, cool.
So she manages a few country artists in the Houston area, and so I got asked to be in some of the music videos, and I played the lead role.
Love interest?
Yeah. Yeah, well, one of them, it's funny because we filmed the same weekend back to back, and they are two complete opposite.
Artists?
Yes, well, two complete opposite artists, but two complete opposite roles.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, one is like the real flirty girl at the bar, like touching every guy.
Yeah, the girl at the country club that's wearing a skimpy outfit.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm throwing my hair around, I'm dancing like crazy in the song.
I don't see you like that, though.
No? I mean, that's acting, right?
Yeah, it's acting,
Yeah.
of course, right? And then the other role.
So the other role, I played a woman soldier that went overseas and died in battle.
That's a really big contrast.
Yeah. So that one was a ballad, and that one, like, when you listen to it, it gives you goosebumps.
Oh man.
So I had a co-star, and he was really hot, so it made it easy.
Whoa. Of course, it's all acting, right?
Yes, acting. No, it definitely was. He's a friend. Nothing ever went on there.
All right, we got to talk about this because I think it's really awesome. I mean, we live in the third biggest city in America, and probably the biggest suburb of Houston is Katy.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting next to the top 100 women in Katy over here. What is that distinction? Who gives that? Who bestows it? That you must be like amongst a pool of a lot of women for you to get that. That's really cool.
Thank you. So how that came about is I was actually nominated back in 2018 as one of the top 100 women, and reasons people put for nominating me was that I was a single mom, and that you know, the golf empire that I have built for myself since 2015 when I went through a divorce. So people nominated me for that reason. People nominated me because I was involved with lots of charities. I even did a thing where I tried to get vets with PTSD into golf. And I was part of a women's group called Women Would Drive, and we would get women together and try to put on events for women to come together and play golf. So I just got involved with a lot of charities. They really liked my story. After I was getting tagged left and right on Facebook. I think I counted at one point how many people nominated me, and it was like over 60 people. Wow. So it was amazing, and it meant so much to me. So
you're doing so much, so well deserved for sure.
Oh, thank you. So Katie Magazine was gracious enough to write an article about me, and they only chose 3 girls out of the 100, and I was one of them that they featured my story. So I was grateful for that.
It was that flirty music video, I promise.
Probably, that's what sold them.
So Little Bird told me, and there's some rumblings of this, that you're trying to get back into golf, like hardcore, and get back on the tour and everything. So are you like full-fledged in training now? What's going on with that?
Not yet, but you know it is in the plans.
You got that itch.
I have that itch. That was my original goal. That's really what I wanted out of life. And golf gave me so many opportunities, and it opened so many doors for me. I feel like I really need to give it a go again and see where it takes me again.
We're all rooting for you.
Thank you.
So if anybody wants to get involved with some of the tips, Golf Curious, and anything else that you're involved in, how do they get involved with what you're doing?
Yeah, so they can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Lisa Marie Golf. And then we also have an IG for Golf Curious, and it's just Golf Curious.
Awesome.
So yeah, I would love for people to get on and follow me and see my journey and where I'm going. And it seems to be like something different every week. So I'm really excited. And my day job is I'm a tournament director for Arcus Golf.
Nice.
And I book tournaments for the golf club at Cinco Ranch in Katy and Clear Creek in Pearland. So I help charities do their fundraising through golf too.
All right, so don't be sewing up where those scantily clad and knee highs at those country clubs. You're going to hear from Lisa.
I will come after you. I will see
golf
you.
Swinging, golf club swinging, so careful. Well, I appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you so much for
We look
having
forward
me.
to seeing what you got coming up on the pipeline, and we're all happy for you, all your successes and continued successes. So guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.